Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope you're doing well. This is what you don't see coming for the week of December 21st, 2025. I release this reading typically a couple of days before the week ahead. So if you are celebrating your birthday in the final days of your season, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Keep in mind, this is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and watch the video of your choosing. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. So be sure to check that out as well. With all of that said, let's begin. So Sag, before I actually start your reading, I want you to know that I actually did record an 18-minute reading for you for the week ahead. And when I went to upload it, it deleted off of the camera. So I don't know if that same message will come out. I think one of your cards was the hustling card. And the other card was fake smile. So it looked like you were very busy getting a lot of things done this week, presenting to the world a very happy smile. Your typical very optimistic attitude that you're so very well known for, but inside you were hurting because you were either missing someone or there was a connection here that had come to a stop or had just closed out for you, or you were expecting to close out this connection in the new year. So there was a lot of sadness and grief internally, but externally, you appear to have been, putting on a brave face. So I don't know if that message will come out. That might only be for one of you. So we'll see what comes out now. What does Sagittarius not see coming for the week of December 21st, 2025? What do they not see coming? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Okay, what do you not see coming? We have unbothered. And at the bottom of the deck, we have fake flexing. This might be a similar message. Let's see where we go with it. Tell me why unbothered and fake flexing is something that Sagittarius does not see coming this week for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the King of Cups, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. At the bottom of the deck, you have Five of Swords, Temperance, and Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords there at the bottom of the deck. Why is the King of Cups here for Sagittarius this week? Why is the King of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Cups, clarified by Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Wands, clarified by King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Why is the Nine of Swords here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Nine of Swords, clarified by the Fool, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Why is the Lovers here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Lovers is clarified by the Tower, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Swords. And tell me about this Five of Swords, Temperance, and the Knight of Swords. Thank you. We have the Celestial Weaver, the Nine of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, and that Seven of Swords shows itself again. So that seems to be what is happening here this week. Different cards, very similar intuitive hit here, and sort of the same message. I feel like you have a decision here to make this week. It looks like it's happening early on. You either can express to everyone around you and the entire world that you are feeling some type of emotional loss here in respect to a connection in your life, or you can present yourself as everything's fine and balanced, and I'm excited for the new year. That seems to be the decision you have, and you're opting to present to the world that you are unbothered. So in that respect, the fake flexing is you. Oh, right behind that we have hustling, which was your first card before when I did the other reading. So yeah, I think you are very busy this week, and I think you're choosing to prioritize. I need to get all of this stuff done. And maybe for some of you, it has to do with the holiday. It doesn't have to be, it could just be work related. But there seems to be a feeling of, I have a lot to do. And it's not that I'm ignoring the way I feel inside in respect to this particular connection. It's that I don't have the time to focus on it. And I certainly don't want the whole world to know what is happening. So it's like you're back burnering, putting on the back burner, back burnering. I don't know if that's even a word. I don't believe so. It's sort of like you're putting this on the back burner and then focusing on everything else. And it's a choice here you're making. This internal conflict and the Five of Wands that you're feeling, it's like, I don't know, you're presenting to the world like, I'm solid, I'm grounded, right? King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Maybe I've had a difficult time, but again, I'm not going to show it to the world. I'm showing to everyone that I'm solid and I'm grounded. Internally, though, you seem to be processing this Nine of Swords to the Fool card, this new chapter of your life, which appears here to not include a particular individual. I don't know why this individual is not included. Maybe you have already disconnected from this person. In the last reading that I did, the one that I ended up deleting on accident, it was that for one of you, the person had passed away. So again, I don't know why this ending is occurring here between you and this individual. It's either you have ended things, you're anticipating ending things with them in the new year, and for one of you watching, maybe they have passed away. But the choice here seems to be that even though I am processing this emotional loss over this individual, I am still going to forge forward and put on this very brave face. We have the Five of Swords, Temperance, and Knight of Swords. I think there's a little bit of anger building up within you because of this. And it doesn't have to be anger like you want to scream at the world, but you ever get so sad or so upset that you just kind of want to let it all out, right? I don't actually mean like you want to fight with someone. That's not the energy I'm getting here, especially because Temperance is in the middle of those two cards. But it just, when we start to overthink or overprocess a loss, it can become very overwhelming. And sometimes we're just like, oh my God, why did that have to happen? Why did that connection end? Why are they putting me in this position to leave them? Why did they have to die on me? I've had one of those in my life where I had someone very close to me pass away. And in that very emotional, place that I was, it kind of was like, why did you have to die on me? Obviously, I'm not, I hold no anger towards that person, but in that moment of grief, sometimes that's what we feel. So I feel like this is an internal anger that is coming from a place of grief and pain. But Celestial Weaver to the Nine of Cups to the Hangman, it's like, even though you're not fully in the Nine of Cups energy, meaning very emotionally content at this time, you understand it might take you a little bit to get there. You're still presenting to the world as if you are. Why is that? Why is that? Why is Sagittarius keeping this to themselves? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Sun, the Chariot, and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. There we go again. The 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords is here. There's something here about needing to put on a happy face and needing to get stuff done. So it's two separate messages while you're doing it. For some of you, you're doing this because you're trying to put on a happy face. So it's possible, I'm speaking to a Sag, you're still in connection with this person, but you're feeling an emotional disconnection from them. So it could be something like, I don't know, I'll just give you an example, like you're dating this person and you're going to these gatherings this week, maybe for the holiday or something like that. You're presenting like everything's great, we're a great happy couple, right? It's presenting well, but internally to you, it's like, it's just a matter of time before this relationship comes to an end. Or maybe for some of you, you know that you're going to end it in the new year. For others of you, you have a lot to do, like a lot of responsibilities this week, a lot of hustling. And you just know that if you allow yourself to feel all of this, whether this person's still in your life or on the way out or exited already, you're not going to be able to get to all of your responsibilities. So it's like the only way that I can be fully focused on what I have to do here is to ignore this for this week. Just kind of put it on the back burner. Yeah, for some of you, you could still be in connection with this person, but it's like the feeling here is like it's just a matter of time where I'm going to have to end it or they're going to end it. But for this week, we're going to put on a happy face. So, okay, that makes sense now. Lots of things to do, or lots of running around, or engaging with a lot of people and needing to put on that face. Anything else Sagittarius needs to know about this week? Anything else they need to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Anything else you need to know? The Star, Three of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups, the Moon. Oh, and the Ten of Swords. See, this is what I mean. You're burying your feelings here. What else do you need to know about this week? Healing will come in time. There is a way forward beyond the loss here that you are currently experiencing or feeling or grieving at this time. There is a path forward for you. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. And I do see you here presenting like everything is fine and jovial, and underneath in the moon, hidden in that moon energy, is the, I believe that was the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Hey, I've been there. I've had this YouTube channel now for 18 months, and there's been times I've had issues with my person or familial issues. In September, something terrible happened with my younger brother, and I had to present that news to my parents, which was the last thing I ever thought I would have to do. On his birthday, no less, to notify them of what had happened to him. So I get it, like the show must go on kind of feeling. And I can't sit here on camera crying while I'm doing these readings. So I understand the need here to, like, I got to get a lot done, and I just can't focus a lot of pentacle resources on that because I have other things to do. So I get that. Healing is coming for you. I think I get the feeling here that by Aquarius season, this will be in your past. And I hate to put it that way, but I just feel like within 2 months' time, you're going to have a different outlook about this. You'll be more healed and more accepting about what has transpired here. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here. Thank you. Okay. 3 cards of advice. You have the Page of Swords, you have the Six of Wands, and then what came out on the side is the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Be careful of not overdoing it this week in your communication, in running around and getting things done. I know that you want to be victorious and you want to feel like you can get a lot done, and you will be done, but you will get these things done. But there's a feeling here of you really could deplete yourself at the same time, because you still have this emotional undercurrent occurring within you because of this separation or this loss or the impending loss here. So I feel like there's a need here for you to really nourish yourself this week. We have the Fool card here twice, the King of Cups, and the Sun card. Yeah, see, Justice to the Ten of Swords. I know that you're really busy this week. Try not to push yourself too much, because by the end of the week, you could feel completely drained and depleted. You definitely need to make time here to heal that Sun card to the Ten of Swords. The Sun card for me is the most healing card in the deck. If you think about when you go out in the sun, you feel warm, you feel a bit nurtured, you feel more connected to source, to the world at large, to the universe. So there's something here about make sure you really do take time this week to heal, to rest, to recover, and to rebalance, recalibrate yourself, because there's by the end of the week, if you push, by the time you get to the weekend, this just seems to be like an emotional, this seems to be a very emotionally imbalanced couple of days for you. And you can prevent that by pacing yourself this week as you're tending to all of these tasks. So maybe you want to end the day every day, because you seem to be very busy this week. Maybe you want to end the day giving yourself 15 minutes or 20 minutes to decompress, to process, and to nurture yourself in some way before you get up and go the next day. Because I feel like if you don't do that and you have all of these emotional feelings, these very sad feelings within you, if you just keep suppressing, by the end of the week, you could have a full emotional outburst of crying. And trust me, I've been there too, but there is a way here that you can prevent it to some degree by making sure you're pacing yourself throughout the week. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the week of December 21st, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.